this one, we are going to focus on two main lens types, and there are only two lens types. I mean, there are further modifications, of course, but from the perspective of your syllabus, largely we have only two lenses. Okay, but for that I must use a shape. Okay, I don't need to add text. Okay, yep, fine. So if there is a hollow sphere, okay, now let's consider this surface. Forgive my drawing if my drawing is not too proper, and let's consider this sphere. For that, yes, let's consider this one. Okay, now this one, on this side we have a shiny surface, all right, and this one we have this side as shiny surface. Okay, and this is, let's assume this is the center. So this one is a hollow sphere. Okay, it's a hollow sphere out of which two lenses have been curved. So there are two mirrors have been curved. So there are two mirrors. This one is called a concave mirror, all right, and this one is called a convex mirror. It's easier to remember it like this. Okay, if you individually remember them, it becomes very difficult to recall them during the time of exam. Okay, keep this in mind, keep this analogy in mind. Virat Kohli knows how to play a cover drive. He can do it in his sleep, but when he is playing in the match, when there is, like expectations of people on his shoulders, when there are thousands and thousands of people watching him, it is that pressure of the game that is where the error or the room of error occurs. Okay, otherwise in the nets he might be playing it very perfectly, and I am a very big fan of Virat Kohli. So I am using this analogy to get the message across that doesn't matter if you practice very well when you're sitting in the comfort of your home. When you are giving that exam, okay, when that clock is ticking, when you have to do things in a time-bound manner, that is where the pressure starts, and that is where you have to perform. All right, so remember it like this and you'll never forget it. So this one, where the reflection of light takes place on the bent-in surface, this is where the reflection of light will occur. Okay, this is where the light will fall. So this is called a concave mirror. This is where the light rays will fall, and hence it is called as diverging mirror. Okay, so concave is where the rays converge, and convex is the where mirror, of course, convex is where the rays diverge. If you remember it like this, things will not be so confusing. Now let's focus. The first term that we must learn about is center of curvature. Center of curvature is the center of the circle or center of the hollow sphere of which the mirror is of a part. Okay, if you look at it, this C and this C, both of them are just small portions of a larger hollow sphere. So the center of that hollow sphere is called center of curvature. Okay, now let's say of this is P for this concave mirror, and this is P for this convex mirror. So the second term is pole. All right, pole is the center of the mirror itself. Okay, so the center of this concave mirror is P. It is called as pole. Okay, if it is getting difficult to visualize, I'll try it over here, and this will be a pole. And in your school, in your exams, they will make you draw which one is the reflective surface, that is the shiny surface. It is very important from the perspective of science to draw a reflective surface. So the center of a mirror on the surface of the mirror is pole, and that goes for both of them. The third one is radius of curvature. Radius of curvature is basically if you join the pole with the center, so this distance is called radius of curvature. That goes for this one as well. This is also radius of curvature. Alright, and the last part, there is also one more portion that we'll cover it in the upcoming videos, but right now we'll focus on the last part, that is principal axis. Principal axis is basically, if let's say this is if this is a concave mirror, the line that passes through the pole and runs parallel, okay, like this line over here is called principal axis. The same goes for convex as well. So this is a pole. This is how, if this is the center of curvature, this is radius of curvature. Okay, and this becomes pole. Same thing for this one. This will be center of curvature. This will be radius of curvature. And you'll learn in the upcoming videos that focal length is half of radius of curvature. But I'll repeat that in the upcoming videos. But these are the 4 topics that you must know if you are willing or if you want to learn about the mirrors. Okay, remember these, and in the next video we're going to learn about the rules that must be followed if you want to draw ray diagrams for objects and images formed. Okay, so in order for you to determine where the image of an object will be formed, you must follow certain set of rules. So in the next video we are going to look at the set of rules that you must follow to make images for concave and convex mirrors.